The world of politics often feels like a high-stakes game, where alliances are formed and broken in the blink of an eye. Recently, that game took a dramatic turn when Diddy Combs, the music mogul and cultural icon, leaked confidential footage that has sent shockwaves through the political landscape. The footage purportedly shows former President Barack Obama orchestrating a scheme that many are now calling a scam, all in the name of his signature initiative, the Affordable Care Act, commonly known as Obamacare. For years, Obamacare has been a polarizing topic in American politics. Supporters hailed it as a monumental step toward providing healthcare access to millions, while critics argued it was riddled with flaws and inefficiencies. However, the new footage threatens to upend the narrative entirely, painting Obama in a light that many never expected. The clips, which Diddy claims to have obtained through undisclosed sources, reveal conversations suggesting that the former president and his administration may have manipulated data and misrepresented the effectiveness of the healthcare program to push it through Congress. As the footage began circulating online, the media frenzy exploded. News outlets rushed to cover the story, dissecting the implications of what the clips might mean for Obama's legacy. Social media, always a hotbed for speculation, buzzed with reactions from both supporters and detractors. Some praised Diddy for his courageous act of exposing what they saw as deception at the highest level, while others accused him of attempting to tarnish a respected leader's reputation for personal gain. In the leaked footage, Obama is seen in candid discussions with key advisors, discussing strategies to present Obamacare in the best possible light. Critics seized on these moments, arguing that they indicated a deliberate attempt to mislead the public. The former president speaks about the importance of showcasing success stories, but critics argue that this rhetoric masks the program's shortcomings, including rising premiums and the challenges faced by many Americans trying to access care. The fallout was immediate and intense. Obama, who had spent years defending the Affordable Care Act against relentless attacks, now found himself under scrutiny like never before. The implications of the footage were staggering. Could it be that the man who once stood as a champion for healthcare reform had engaged in deceptive practices to push his agenda? As the narrative unfolded, it became clear that this controversy could redefine how history remembers Obama. As he watched the clips, Obama felt a mix of anger and disbelief. He had always believed in the principles behind the Affordable Care Act, and the idea that he could be painted as a scam artist was infuriating. He thought back to the countless hours spent working to provide health care to those who needed it most. The weight of the accusations felt heavy on his shoulders, and he knew that he had to take action. Meanwhile, Michelle Obama, ever the supportive partner, stood by her husband during this tumultuous time. She understood the importance of addressing the situation head-on. Together, they strategized on how to respond to the allegations. They recognized that silence would only fuel speculation, and they needed to present a united front. Michelle reminded Barack of the importance of transparency and honesty, values they had always held dear. In a carefully crafted response, Obama decided to hold a press conference to address the leaked footage directly. He knew that the public deserved answers, and he was determined to confront the allegations with integrity. The anticipation surrounding the press conference was palpable, with cameras flashing and reporters clamoring for a glimpse of the former president. When Obama took the stage, he exuded a mix of confidence and vulnerability. He opened by acknowledging the leaked footage and the concerns it raised. He expressed his commitment to healthcare reform and the principles behind the Affordable Care Act. He emphasized that the goal had always been to provide better access to healthcare for all Americans, especially those who had been marginalized. As he spoke, Obama addressed the specific claims made in the leaked footage. He firmly denied any allegations of deception, insisting that the discussions captured in the clips were misinterpreted. He explained that while it was essential to highlight success stories, it was equally important to acknowledge the challenges and shortcomings of the program. He reiterated that no program is perfect and that the journey toward affordable health care is ongoing. The press conference was met with mixed reactions. Supporters praised Obama for his honesty and for taking the initiative to address the controversy directly. They felt that his commitment to transparency was commendable and indicative of his character. However, critics remained unconvinced. Many argued that his explanations felt rehearsed and lacked the authenticity required to regain public trust. In the days following the press conference, the media continued to scrutinize every aspect of the situation. Diddy, emboldened by the attention, gave interviews touting the importance of holding public figures accountable. He framed his actions as a necessary step toward transparency in government, positioning himself as a whistleblower in a system that he believed was rife with corruption. Supporters of Diddy rallied behind him, praising his courage for exposing what they considered a scandal. As the public discourse raged on, Obama found himself reflecting deeply on the nature of leadership and accountability. He understood that the political landscape was fraught with challenges, and the pressure to maintain a favorable public image could lead to compromises. He realized that while his intentions had always been noble, the perception of his actions could be just as important as the actions themselves. In response to the growing criticism, Obama initiated a series of town hall meetings across the country. He wanted to engage directly with the American people to listen to their concerns about health care and to provide clarity on the Affordable Care Act. He believed that open dialogue was essential for rebuilding trust and fostering understanding. The meetings were well attended, with citizens eager to voice their opinions and share their experiences with the healthcare system. During these town halls, Obama spoke candidly about the challenges faced by the Affordable Care Act and the ongoing efforts to improve it. He acknowledged that the system had its flaws and that many Americans were still struggling to access quality care. He shared personal stories of families impacted by the healthcare crisis, emphasizing the importance of empathy and compassion in the conversation surrounding healthcare reform. As he listened to the audience, he felt a renewed sense of purpose. He understood that the best way to combat the narrative created by the leaked footage was to connect with people on a personal level. He encouraged dialogue about the realities of healthcare, urging attendees to share their stories and suggestions for improvement. The response was overwhelmingly positive, with many expressing gratitude for his willingness to engage in open conversation.